Welcome to Dali.
After visiting the capital of Yunnan province, Kunming, we made our way to Dali. Dali is located in a fertile valley at an elevation of 2,000 meters above sea level, but also in the subtropics, therefore having a pleasant climate all year round. It sits between the dramatic Tangshan mountain range to the west, with peaks reaching over 4,000 meters high, and Erhai Lake to the east. It is also located strategically on the T-Horse Road, a historically important trading route between China and its southern neighbors.
So we are here now in the old town of Dali in the Yunnan province in China, and the whole city is very beautiful. You can walk around these small streets, and there's a lot of street vendors, there's a lot of beautiful cafes and boutique shops, and you can see stores that you won't see in Europe because most of them are still handicrafts. Also, they dye clothes, and it's a blue color that is very specific to this region. The whole city of Dali, or the ancient city of Dali, has a hipster flair. So I do think it's one of the coolest cities that you could live in here in China. Because of the live music at night, the small cafes and bars, the small shops that you can find everywhere. Because when we were in Shanghai or in Peking, we didn't see anything like this. And here it's very pretty. Here in this region, the ethnic majority that lives here are the Bai people. Bai in Chinese means white, and therefore all of these beautiful houses are white.
The Bai people hold the color white in very high esteem. We stayed in a very affordable and newly renovated guest house right next to the city walls. The building was constructed according to the traditional style of Bai architecture, with its characteristic white walls and elaborate decorations, although the interiors were super modern. Dali was once the capital, the cultural, political, and economical center of the Nanzhao Kingdom, which later became the Dali Kingdom, a prosperous state dominated by the Bai people. At its peak, the kingdom covered parts of modern-day Yunnan, Guizhou, and Sichuan provinces in China, and parts of Myanmar, Laos, and Vietnam. Dali is one of the main touristic destinations of this region, a historically important city with a well-preserved old town. But recently, it has also become a popular destination for a new kind of people. People from the busy metropoles such as Beijing and Shanghai, trying to escape from the suffocating stress and pressure of modern life. People trying to find an alternative way of living, a different Chinese dream. One of our biggest surprises from this trip to Yunnan was discovering its booming coffee culture. Once considered as a product of poor quality, Yunnan specialty coffee's popularity has been growing steadily in the last years inside China and also internationally, thanks to its almost perfect coffee growing climate conditions and unique flavor profile. Well, to be honest, the climate here is almost perfect to grow everything, from their famous tea plantations to flowers and even tropical fruits. This abundance of fresh local produce contributed greatly to the development of Yunnan cuisine. One of the popular, fast, and affordable dishes here is the cold chicken rice noodles. You could find this popular dish all around the city for about 1 to 2 euros. Shredded chicken on top of thick and chewy rice noodles, mixed with peanuts, sugar, vinegar, and a lot of chili sauce. Yum! Honestly, I don't know who has more creative ways to prepare rice noodles. The people from Yunnan or the people from Vietnam? Surprisingly, dairy products are commonly consumed here in Yunnan, which is not common in China at all, apart from the regions with significant animal herding cultures such as Inner Mongolia, Xinjiang, or Tibet. One of the most popular snacks here in Dali is called rushan, which roughly translates to milk fan, and consists of pieces of thinly stretched and dried cheese, a cheese similar to mozzarella or burrata. They could be either grilled or fried, and you could have them either sweet or salty. It's very chewy and delicious. Another popular snack in town is called kwai. A piece of rice cake is grilled on charcoal, then you can add the ingredients as you wish, either salty or sweet. We had 2 with spicy peanut sauce, veggies, and fried dough. And they were incredible. A perfect simple dish as breakfast or as a late night snack that combines perfectly with your vegpia. During the day, the old town was lively, but also quite touristy. At late night, however, it has a completely different vibe. Lots of young people were hanging out on the cobblestone streets, some were playing guitar and brought little plastic chairs for people to sit and listen and drink a beer with, while others were doing fortune telling. Besides this, the town was full of nice bars with live music. We really liked strolling through the town by night. Not far from Dali, there's a little picturesque town called Xizhou. It's a popular destination for day trippers that are staying in Dali, but it still conserves its original charm. First, we found a little coffee shop that offered Americanos for only 5 yuan. That's not even 1 euro, and it was super tasty. Then we wandered around the town, we visited the local market, and ate some amazing local food. Xizhou Baba is a famous traditional snack from this little town. It's a type of fried flatbread with different toppings, crispy outside and fluffy inside. Yummy.
It's soft and crunchy.
We also got some chickpea jelly, which was interesting and also very delicious. Then we came to this small fabric workshop. The Bai people are famous for their traditional tie-dyeing craft, where fabric is tightly bound and dyed with natural indigo to create detailed patterns. This technique is very old and still practiced here. It produces vibrant fabrics used for clothing and other accessories.
Can I open it? Está chulo, ¿no?
Sí, bonito. The Bai people are famous for their craftsmanship, and they make high-quality, handcrafted products with textiles, wood, silver, and ceramics. In fact, marble from this region was so popular that in modern Chinese, marble literally means stone from Dali.
So I think it's very interesting that here in China, I find a lot of products that they do still on their own, with their own hands, and they sell it for a very reasonable price. Outside of China, you would only find products that they make in the industry here, and there's like more cheap stuff, right? So here you can buy these things for a reasonable price, but outside of China you won't even find it.
Yeah, they only export the cheap stuff to the Europeans.
So I paid 20 euros for this, and I think it's incredible. It's handmade. You told me that this is one of the main villages from the Bai people, right?
Yeah. Dali was the capital of Yunnan province and the Nanzhou kingdom, but nowadays Dali is quite touristy and tourism is the main economic sector there. But here people still live kind of in a traditional way, and there's a healthy amount of tourism. It's nice. The local market is really for the local people. You can
There
see.
was so much good food.
Yeah, so cheap.
Me gusta que hoy día todavía lo usan para sus cosas también.
Looks clean.
That would be nice for the camper.
That will fill up really quickly. According to local legends, before the humans arrived, Dali was a swamp inhabited by dragons. And to dispel the human intruders, those dragons would deliberately create natural disasters. But they respected and revered pagodas. Therefore, the 3 pagodas were built to deter them. You can find the 3 pagodas of Chongsheng Temple in between Xizhou and Dali. They are a well-known landmark of Yunnan province. They were initially built in the 9th century, during the times of the prosperous Dali kingdom, and they survived several natural disasters, such as major earthquakes, for more than 1,000 years. Another highlight of Dali is the Erhai Lake. Just next to the city and surrounded by the majestic Cangshan mountain range, it's named after its shape, which literally means ear lake in Chinese. With its clear water, islands, temples, and a panoramic ring road, Arhai Lake is a popular recreational area for Dali locals and tourists alike. It's not only a picturesque spot, but also an important part of local life, with Bai villages around the lake where traditional fishing and farming still take place. Nowadays, people come here to take their wedding pictures, photos in traditional Bai clothing, cycling around the lake or rent a motorbike, and just enjoying the nature. ¿Qué opinas, Poca? We loved walking around the lake, drinking a coffee, and just having a good time here. Last but not the least, another very interesting food experience that we've had here in Dali is this Thai restaurant. Sorry, I meant Thai restaurant. So this dish is called steamed pot chicken, more or less the translation. Supposedly the chicken is put inside without any water, and it's only cooked with the water coming from the steam. Supposedly it should be really fresh, as the Chinese say. Let's see. This platter, it's traditional food from the Dai people in the southern Yunnan province, which makes border with Laos and Myanmar. And it looks like Thai food. Looking forward to it. Puede ser más grande. ¿Qué tal está?
Hours later, we finally finished our food. Actually, we did. And it was lots and lots of food. To be honest, the chicken was the least interesting of all of this. It was more like a chicken soup, normal, without a very special taste. But the whole platter was incredible. It was so tasty and it was way too much food. But it was really good. So there's definitely some northern Thai flavor, like sweet, sour flavors. It was some sticky rice, and so it was really nice.
So after staying 1 week here, we could understand why Dali attracts so many visitors, and also why, despite being a touristic town, so many people still come here to find an alternative way of living. It's definitely a beautiful city in a unique geographical location, and it has got some very different vibes, which is hard to explain in simple words. We would highly recommend a visit to Dali and the surrounding areas if you are planning a trip to China. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, stay tuned and see you next time.